Well, hello and welcome everyone. This is Vishal Sharma. You are on the show 360 Degree Live, hosted by Transcontinental Times. Today we are joined by someone really, really special on our show. He's absolutely well-known face. He's the very first one to serve the World Cup winning Indian cricket team as a strength and conditioning coach back in 2011. He's the founder of Sports Dynamics. He is also the one of the most prominent India's fitness trainer, none other than Ramji Srinivasan. So
Thank you
I,
so much.
I give you a warm welcome to our show, Mr. Ramji. And I would like to start with how you are feeling right now. How have you been?
Thank you so much, and all good so far. So good. Been in good space all along, and yeah, it's been good. Cannot complain. No complaints.
Okay, all right.
How
Because
have you been? All okay? All
yeah, to
okay with
me
you?
it's absolutely wonderful. I've been talking to some of the legendary sports personalities like you. Uh,
Oh
Day by
yeah.
day we are yeah but talking about the situation outside, because for a sports person or a sports lover, traveling and catching the action sports actions live, whether it is any sports, it's wonderful, and it's something different feeling. So right now we couldn't enjoy those actions, and talking about sports industry post coronavirus pandemic, which is still there. In Maharashtra, the cases are going up again, and the situation is not good over there. I think it's whole India, where the situations are not that good and stabilized yet. So I hope the situation in Chennai, because you stay there, you belongs to Chennai. How's the situation in fact Tamil Nadu? uh,
Yeah, Tamil Nadu is good, and it's been good always. Last few months have been very good. Everything is regular, and people are
okay,
following the rules and regulations. Yeah, it's back to
wonderful.
normal more or less, and happy to know that. We can resume our
Right.
work.
Slowly,
Uh,
it's getting resumed, right?
yeah, it's more or less okay in Chennai. Government has done a good job. People are following.
Right,
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
right. So, like you have your own center called Sports Dynamics. Could you please tell our audience more about it? And if you are active on that part, I mean, now after 1.5 year, we have faced COVID, and that till that time, players were really facing issues for their fitness training and all. So, how is it happening now? And if you can please tell us about Sports Dynamics as well.
Okay, as sports dynamics, we start after coming out. I mean, after coming out of the BCCI Indian team, I want to do something, and I had to resign because of my mother's demise, and
Okay.
my daughter was not feeling well, so I had to take the hard decision. So
Really sad
BCCI
to
was
know.
very kind to me, and they were very supportive of me. And then things change. Once you come out, things change when you're with your family, and I wanted to be spending time with my family.
Hmm.
So I always had an idea to start something very specific for sports people. Always that has been my mind for quite some time, and I had few discussions, quite a lot of not few, quite a lot of discussions with a lot of people earlier, much earlier. So that culminated, maybe blessing in disguise, that culminated in 2014. We started
Okay.
only for sports, no general fitness or celebrity training, etc., etc. And we wanted to cater only to limited number of people. One of the thing is also I'm a professional.
Right.
I'm not a businessman. I'm not a strategist to see the monetary aspect of it, because sheer passion. And we started Sports Dynamics, and I have some fantastic people, those who have stayed with me from the beginning for last 7 years. Fantastic journey so far, and we have some phenomenal athletes coming out of that from system, because from professional athletes to aspiring athletes, we are able to cater to their needs for multi-sport. So it is. We have a professional team managing the entire thing. We have a nutritionist, we have uh, sports physiotherapists, we have strength and conditioning experts, we have tied up
All
with
right.
a sports psychologist. Everything in phases, rather than boom giving everything at one shot and trying and information overload for an athlete. It has to be
Right.
given in step-by-step process, so that they are not confused. End of the day, they'll be able to absorb things much better than when you give everything at one shot.
Absolutely.
So at every stage, we introduce certain things for an athlete, depending on his or her needs. And we are in a, as I keep telling, we are in a very good space, catering to the need of the sports people. And it's been nearly 7 years uh, in operation. We cannot
Really?
complain. Yeah, but we
Okay.
are very low key. We are not into hardcore digital marketing, putting every picture of our athletes or our training modes and other things. I'm against that, and the entire team is also thinks the same. you know, I have
Okay.
a phenomenal team. They also believe in the same philosophy of work, so it becomes very easy rather than just publishing the basic push-ups in
I
Instagram and
know
trying to
they are young,
make it.
dynamic trainers who are getting even experienced under you, and
No,
definitely in
no,
future also they'll be like you, renowned, and I mean
no.
working with somewhere else with some renowned, prominent Indian ace athletes. But I would like to ask you, talking about sports dynamics, you are working, I think, for last 25 years, if I'm not wrong, in this field.
Oh yeah.
It's been half
Still,
century. It's been silver
not the
jubilee for you.
still,
Yeah.
but still
And
keep learning.
you
Yeah,
are you're working with some of the top-notch professionals, Indian ace athletes. You're trying to keep them fit, like if it is Sharat Kamal, if it is Satyan Gyanasekaran, if it is Ramkumar Ramnathan, or whether the country's top Formula racers, Karun Chandok or Naren Karthikeyan, and so many other sports personalities. Again, Manav Thakkar, who is young, again, table tennis paddler, a legendary. In fact, we call him becoming world number one. So he also trains under you. And whenever I had a talk with any of these sports personalities, they always give a wonderful review. Every time about you, that it's all because of my fitness trainer, and that's Ramji. And if i'm
no, they have
if
been
i'm this
very
much fit
kind.
today, so
They have been very
so what
magnanimous and kind.
how has been your experience with them, working for so long, uh and how long it has been with the sports dynamics, since it's been founded, and you are working uh in depth, and on the core part with these professional players, and now they have reached a very, very higher level in their career. They are getting successful day by day, whether whatever they want to break through, so they are able to achieve it due to being fit, I believe. And that's you behind them. So share me some
No,
experiences.
no, I'm always privileged to have had phenomenal sports people train under me. I think it's a great privilege for me, and they because one of the thing is the trust what they show in my capacity and capability that I'll guide them right, which is a huge
Right.
responsibility, by the way. And
Absolutely.
from cricket to yeah, I worked on cricket, formula racing, table tennis, shuttle tennis, and yeah, more or less. And maybe currently we are working with Soccer
I think
Academy.
10 plus sports, if I'm not wrong, including cricket, right?
Cricket, of course, cricket and racing has been my passion in the initial stages because that's what we grew up seeing cricket, Gavaskar and Kapil Dev winning the World Cup when we were in school. That created a lot of change in people's perception and belief in our athletes. At that time, PT Usha was very big, Ramesh Krishna was big, Vijay Amartharaj was big,
Right.
Prakash Padukone. You had some legendary
PT
athletes in
Usha,
the
I
country.
think, absolutely. PT Usha is still one
Absolutely.
of my inspirational favorite female athlete, and she
Oh,
has been
yes.
an inspiration for the country. Even people
And
recognize her well now, of
oh,
course.
amazing. You had Shiny Wilson, then you had Geeta Jutsi, you had Indu Puri. You had so many legendary
Hey,
Chandrasekhar.
Indupuri is particularly my most favorite, and you have taken her name. I'm so proud to hear this, because being myself associated with table tennis, and she's the one
I know.
who beat world champion that time. And most of the youngsters, or maybe people from table tennis fraternity, still don't know this. I'm so
Oh,
glad
yeah.
that you took her name
We
amongst
had
those
some
legendaries.
phenomenal athletes who came into the system, won the accolades, and performed to the world level on their own and their coaches. This I have to be
Absolutely.
very, very blunt here, or maybe it may sound a bit presumptuous or brutal. The system didn't produce the athletes. The athletes came in through their own passion,
Absolutely.
their
And hard work.
the hard work and smart work and ability to the will to win. That has
Absolutely.
brought them to the system. Currently, then you have Leander Pace, legendary, the Jedi Master of world cricket, Sachin Tendulkar, MS Dhoni. You have loads of people now, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane. You
So
have quite a
many.
number of, so many, Ashwin,
And so many
fantastic cricketers,
upcoming young talents also, who are
phenomenal
competing
talented
against the
cricket.
seniors.
And
Right.
you see in shuttle, Saina, it started out with Saina Nehwal. Gopichand set up a beautiful system, brought the system in place.
Kitambi Shrikant, Jwala Gutta. Then after that, nowadays we talk about Ashwini
Sindhu is there,
Ponappa
and
and
quite a
Satvik Sairaj.
there are lots from other sport also. Table tennis, Manika Batra, the Sharat Kamal, Satyan, a lot of young talent is coming out.
Manav Thakkar
So,
bringing
Manav
table tennis
Thakkar,
at world number one.
Manoj,
Right.
Harmeet Desai, Manav Thakkar, all fantastic, talented athletes are there in our country. See, one thing we need to understand: India, we are not bereft of talent and skill, top class, but the system has to be in place. Unless the
Ram
process and
Kumar in
protocols.
tennis, of course.
Tennis, I think we have miles to go, to be very frank, because Leander is still playing, and it's Somdev
But I
Varman,
think
I
some
think,
of
was the
them did
last
their
to.
best.
Uh,
Some of them,
I don't know.
like Ram
I
Kumar,
don't know.
Ram
There has
Lakhan trains under
Ram Kumar
you.
Ramana, hardworking kid. I mean, miles to go, but still miles to go. I have to be very honest about it. He's very talented kid.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just because they train with me, I cannot say they're the best in the
No, no,
world
no,
or
no. I
best in
just
the.
mean that you are keeping such kind of top-notch professionals fit. So it's not only
Yeah,
cricket with Ramji Srinivasan, because most people believes that you are only or maybe limited to cricket, but it's not true. So
yeah.
you are also, I mean, training so many other various sports personalities, and they are doing really wonderful in their own,
Yeah, they are doing,
uh,
and at the
goals.
end of the day, it's a matter of trust, Vishal. They trust and come to sports
Absolutely.
dynamics. I cannot, and hard on money from the parents. They don't care about the name, they don't care about the accolades, but end of the day, we have to produce the result. For example, I'm going to a restaurant, it's a phenomenal restaurant, Michelin star hotel. If the food is bad, what's the point? It's a hard on money from the parents' side. Everybody
Absolutely.
is struggling. So we need to do justice to that, trust and money, whatever, to the best of our knowledge and ability. And I'm very, very lucky to have a fantastic team. I like to name a few. You'll
Great.
have Manav, Mukund, you have Jeevan, you have Srivats, you have Balaji, you have
Wonderful.
SNC trainers, and you have Logan and Bhaskar. There are a few of them. And Physio Venkat and nutritionists, we have Swati Batwal and Jayashree. And we are hiring, we are getting a couple of sports psychologists and a couple of more nutritionists from other zones, because we have athletes coming from various part of the country. One nutritionist cannot take care of all the
Of
things.
course.
So I'm
Of
trying
course.
to. There are fantastic nutritionists in the country now. Name a few is Aradhana Sharma. You have Geeta from Bangalore. You have Shreya in Pune. You have Swati is there, and you have quite a number of highly
Right.
educated, experienced sports nutritionists, which was not there 10, 15 years back. And these people have
Absolutely.
come from come from US or UK or anywhere and studied their experience there and come
I
back
think
and
that
giving
time
back to
has
the
just
society.
I think that time
Time
has
is
just come few years back, where we
this,
have mental fitness trainers and strength and conditioning trainers, of course, up to your level. So many upcoming trainers are there in the same field
now
like you.
we have
And
some fantastic Indian SNC trainers in India now. We have some
right,
fantastic
right,
guys, and I think they should come into the mainstream. And
right.
whether it's cricket or any other sport, I think they should come into the mainstream rather than looking
And
outside.
that's
I
very
feel
much required also, I believe,
yes,
for each and every
because
sports associations and Indian sports federations and individual teams. But I would like to ask you, I'll start away, with asking you my question. You are one of the country's best strength and conditioning coach. So, how has been your journey so far? from road to the Cricket World Cup. I'm sure it must be a roller coaster ride. So
Oh yeah.
please take us through your journey.
No, actually, I came into this field by sheer accident. I didn't plan. I cannot say when I was young in
Be
19.
yourself a track and field national athlete too.
That was
So,
okay. That was in the school. I also became an athlete by sheer accident. Just ran in the school. I won the basic thing. Then it progressed. I had to abruptly end my career in first year college because of my hamstring tear. So that was the end of my athletic career at that point of time. Then I cannot lie and say that I plan to be a strength and conditioning coach. I visualize that I want to be a thing when I was
oh,
young. No, no, because it was sheer
of
accident.
course, no. Right.
And if I wouldn't have done this, I don't know what I would have done. Frankly speaking,
Even
I
I
wouldn't have
couldn't
been a,
imagine.
I wouldn't have been
Even
an
I could not.
astronaut.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
couldn't have been. I would have loved to say that I would have been an astronaut or sports medicine doctor or X, Y,
Maybe
and
a
Z.
cricketer.
No, 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 no. That's too late. It's not
Although I
easy
still
to
believe
become a
that
cricketer.
you could be a bodybuilder and you could represent India and get a medal for us. Still,
No, no, that
apart
was
from
far best thinking. And yeah, it
right.
started off. I didn't have any background except for the athletic background. I started off with a small center, very small, with a humble beginning. Not that I was born with a silver spoon or golden spoon in my mouth, but no spoon at all. So it is a case for a lot of people in our country. So a hard
Right.
struggle, which everybody goes through a hard struggle in their respective fields. It is not exclusive for me that I struggle hard, so I am here. Everybody struggles hard in their respective field.
True.
So you need to be smart rather than just working hard. You need to do certain things out of the box, out of convention, out of the conventional so-called bookish knowledge. You have to step out of it. Unless and until you step out
Right.
of it and put your head on the block, you cannot go anywhere, because it's easy to follow this beaten path, because uh, you stop where the page stops if you go by the book.
Absolutely.
So
Right. Right.
you have to think out
That's
of the box,
the
which
habit. Right.
I was brave enough to do that with my phenomenal support from my parents and my friends. So they backed me up. They thought I was good enough to do that, and that gave me a lot of confidence. Whether I was good or not, I didn't know. I plunged in. Then it's a slow process, climbing and qualifying yourself, educating yourself. So those things are very
Right.
important. Then I went to Australia in 1998. I joined MRFA's Foundation in
Okay.
95. Before that,
Right.
my first was with Ramesh Krishnan Tennis Academy, KTC, Krishnan
Okay.
Tennis Center, and S. Chandra B. Chandrasekhar had a table tennis camp in Chennai. That was in
Right.
94 or
He's one of the
94 or
most
95.
right. He's one of the most prominent
Amazing
table tennis player in like that
in
era.
the
So
country.
yes,
Yeah.
I know that quite well. Right.
So he called me and Ramji wanted to conduct a summer coaching camp for 15 days. I didn't know anything, through a friend of mine who recommended. I think Raman and all were actively playing at that point of time. S. Raman, phenomenal athlete,
Yes, yes.
phenomenal athlete.
Satyan
And
Ganesekaran's coach. He was India number one or
yes,
two that time.
he,
He
he
was
was training
representing
under
India
me also.
almost.
No, no,
Oh,
he represented India.
so
Raman used
how
to
old are
Raman.
you? Now I would like to ask
I
you
am
how
not
old are
like
you then?
I am not like a movie star.
Because
I'm 53.
because having said
20,
this, Raman sir was I mean actively playing. I exactly don't remember, but in 1990s, if I'm not wrong, and he was the top player in the country that time. That's
he
why he
represented
could able
India
to
in Sydney
produce.
Olympics. And
Right. That's
2000
why.
Olympics, he went to Sydney. Raman went to Sydney in 2000. And a lot of tennis players also used to come there. You had Rushmi Chakravarti, you had Sai Lakshmi, fantastic. And a lot of tennis players used to.
And
You
all
had
this
Vinod
talent
Sridhar,
from
Ravi
Tamil
Shankar,
Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. And you
All
had
this
Bat.
talent.
Britannia Amritraj Tennis Academy. I started. And I'll tell you, I'll go back again to 95, 96. That was a
Okay.
learning curve for me. And MRF Pace Foundation was an eye opener, serious eye
Okay.
opener for me, knowing and interacting with Dennis Lilly, the legend. That's where I started to learn. about biomechanics, exercise physiology, and other things. Before that, Ramesh Krishnan used to give me loads of information and made me think on my own. Ramesh made me think on my own. Okay, do something. Don't go with the book. Be innovative. He gave me
Explore
uh,
it beyond the bookish knowledge, right?
absolutely. Then he introduced me to a couple of phenomenal tennis strength and conditioning coaches, 95, 96, based out of
Okay.
US. So I used to interact with them, ask them for information on what to do, how to do, get some reading material and other thing. Those days, no internet, no computer, nothing, no. So I had to wait for
That's why I think of it like how you got so much passionate and got interested. Nowadays, we have smartphones. We just Google simply and we come to know, we can research, we
absolutely.
can come to know, anything we can learn. Of course, not getting physical to it. And I mean,
Most of them do it still. The Google and YouTube
right,
knowledge is potentially dangerous. So
right.
98, I went to Australia with Australian with MRFS Foundation to Australian Cricket Board and AIS, Australian Institute
Okay.
of Sport. Then I started my my courses there in based in University of Adelaide. And I finished. I used to go there and come often because I was shipped. That's when I got married. Then I had to shift in and out of. A couple of
Okay.
times I used to go there in a year, update and come back.
Right.
So learning curve was amazing. I was lucky enough to have some phenomenal gurus at that point of time, from Ramesh Krishnan to Chandra to Dennis Lilly, and loads of SNCs and exercise physiologists, etc., from Australian Institute of Sports, who helped me a lot. In made me comfortable and made me learn. So that's how it happened way back. And then I did my Swiss ball course, etc. This was really in 2000, 99, 2000. I finished all those
And
courses. I
I
mean,
think which was really, really helpful to you in terms of exploring
oh, yeah,
strength and conditioning training more. And I think gaining that knowledge is very much powerful, have been turned out powerful for you.
absolutely. Very true, very true. And I used to be awestruck by Australian Institute of Sports, AIS. They were 50 years ahead of anybody. In India, they were 50 years ahead. I have to be very honest about it. The amount of research, what they're doing, the amount of staff, the faculty, top-notch
Okay.
professionals, and they had the system in place and producing results. You had athletes coming from America, Australia, Europe, UK, anywhere, and training there, specialty training. So that gave me,
So,
wow, a different level
yeah,
altogether.
is that difference still in
And
India comparatively?
I'm sure it is. We are bridging the gap.
Okay.
Something
Right,
like
right.
JSW has come out with fantastic metal. Yeah, metal. They have come out with a fantastic faculty, fantastic facility. I think Prakash Padukone Academy is also doing some fantastic job. And you have Tata's coming up in Orissa, big time sports science facilities and other thing. But
In
still, we
fact,
have
S.
to get
Raman himself is having that kind of facilities now in his own
Raman
academy,
has got,
training such
yeah.
and
And
right.
there are quite a number of quite a number of athletes are coaches are getting themselves accustomed to the next level of training, and the
Because
SNCs
it
have
has
to teach.
become, I think, a very vital, a necessity for sports person and a part of their training schedule. In fact, more to work upon. I think so.
Yeah, exactly. It's a teamwork. End of the day, it's not only strength and conditioning. It's a teamwork which produces an athlete. It's not only me. It's wrong to say that
Right.
because they train with me, they become. No way. It's a teamwork. You have a physio, you have a
Absolutely.
nutritionist, you have a mental conditioning, you have a coach, you have a physiologist, you have a massage therapist. Those nobody talks. You have a biomechanist, you have a sports medicine doctor. It's a whole team. I think we are still yet to
Analyst
get
as well.
analyst. Of course,
Yeah.
now technology is taken to the next level. We need to get the analyst also, sports, because of that, there
Artificial
are a lot of
intelligence, right, is very much
AIs
there
come
now.
and big time. And I'm a bit apprehensive on certain things, which we'll talk about it later, because
Right.
we need to get a good it's a inward no ecosystem. So you need to get every athlete or every sport need to have this level of ecosystem in place. Otherwise, you go to physio somewhere, you go to a nutritionist somewhere, you go to a psychologist
Right.
somewhere, or exercise biomechanist somewhere. Every sport need to have that. Then only you'll see a progressive growth over a period of time. Otherwise, it'll be very sporadic. one coming here, one coming there. Out of 10 years, suddenly you will
That's
find
what
one.
I have heard from my own friends regard their, training schedules earlier, and very difficult to cope up with such kind of traveling and, training schedules. So yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. And you need to get that process and protocols in place and with the right people. You need to have a right people in you. No, no, there's no harm getting a professional from abroad and they are experienced and they know what it is. But involve Indian coaches, involve Indian SNC, involve Indian physios, let them shadow them and then take over gradually. That need to be
right.
done. That is very, very critical. I think we are still in the process of doing it and involving Indian, because I know personally quite a fantastic SNC guys, those who studied abroad and come back here. And they are also trained in different sport. Like
Right.
I know a couple of
It's
people
not
those who are
like,
trained.
right, right. Yeah,
And when they come back to India, the environment is not conducive enough for them to take part in the particular sport. You understand. For example, somebody is phenomenal
right,
in
right.
soccer and basketball or volleyball, SNC. That
Maybe
is a
racket
system there.
sports. Yeah,
Any
yeah,
racket
yeah.
sports, quite a lot of people in tennis and
Squash is
SNC guys
there,
are there.
tennis is there, badminton,
Yeah,
table tennis. Right.
there are a lot of guys. Those and at least badminton, TT. There is a system in place. Why cricket means
Exactly,
well,
exactly.
there is a fantastic system in place which percolates down to every player. So no point criticizing cricket. I'll be very hard on that. No point. You have to take a leaf out of cricket and organization from other, to other sports, so how they get the things cracking. From the coaches to the administrator, they don't allow the players to suffer. Remember that players are the key.
Right,
It is not the
absolutely. Well
official.
said.
So players represent your country, not the officials. So it has to be
So
player
true.
comfort, player centric. When the association or organization is
Then
player
only
centric,
they would be comfortable and
otherwise I
reach to
don't
the
have
podium
to.
finish.
Exactly, and they will give their best so that they know that the association is backing them up. They will give their best. Otherwise, there is a lot
They
of
just
frustration, a lot of
need a
politics.
bit of support and love, in
It is not a
return from
question of
the.
no. It is not a question of support and love. It's question of being professional in the approach.
Yeah, and
You know,
altogether, I mean,
yeah,
sometimes we don't even have that, uh, spine support from the, I mean,
absolutely. They don't
so
look at monetary support alone. The athletes, those who are passionate about representing the country, they are not only uh, worried about the monetary aspect of it. For example, a lot of people
right,
ask me why cricketers are treated like heroes in our country. Is it
right,
anybody's fault?
celebrities, as if like Bollywood.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Why should they feel out of place? Because is there anything wrong with a child to take up cricket? A lot of people ask me, no, why? It is his or her choice to take up the game. You
exactly,
cannot force a child to play shuttle or TT or kabaddi or coco. You
exactly.
cannot play. It is a child's
It's their
wish
own
to play
choice,
the game.
which sport they want to
Own
pick up,
choice.
right?
It's what they
Right.
want to pick up. It is not. You cannot blame cricket for that.
And
And they
also
are
according
winning
to their own interest.
exactly. And the team is winning. It has been there from 1970s to onward, from
Right.
Pataudi's time. All we have won Gavaskars, heroes, Kapil Dev. We have always adored cricket as a game in our country. So you cannot simply say throw the game away and we are Olympic sport. No, bring an ecosystem as for Olympic sport. Then you can talk. Make 10, win 10 medals in Olympics. Then those people also become big
Like
stars.
PV Sindhu made
Exactly,
badminton a
top
very
class.
famous sports in India now. And
You
now
had
there are youngsters who wanted to choose badminton as their career and want to be like PV Sindhu or
There
Saina.
are a lot of people. You have to win, no, to get an ecosystem. You had Gopi, you had Prakash Padukone, legendary player. You
Right,
had
right,
Gopi,
right.
and you had a lot of other like Vimal Kumar and others. They were all very good players in shuttle. It represent India.
Vishwanathan Anand in chess, Pankaj
Yes,
Advani, right,
in snooker.
absolutely.
Thing is, Sindhu, Saina Nehwal, they all won in the highest level Olympics and World Championship. They were and Srikanth and Kashyap, phenomenal. That is when the ecosystem grows. Without that, ecosystem, what is the ecosystem? There has to be a process
I
and
think
protocols in place, using the right
right.
people in right position. You
I
right.
think there
Come
was
on.
a time when badminton world ranking, like out of the top 10, I think mostly from was from India in the top
Exactly.
10,
How did
and
it didn't
shooting
happen
again.
overnight. Shooting, yeah, it
Yeah,
didn't happen overnight. It's a
Anju
process.
Modgil and
You know,
so many names are there.
there
Wow,
are a lot. As far as that's what I'm telling you. As far as skill set is concerned, we are second to none in the world. But somewhere the gap is built between international athlete and us, and there is a huge void is built. We need to bridge that gap. How do we bridge the
absolutely.
gap? Right people at the right position, right decisions. That is one thing which a lot of people can learn from cricket. Mark my words. I've been with the cricket for nearly 20 years. I've seen ups and downs and worst and best and other
It's
thing.
very
Every time,
influencing to hear you out on this point. So definitely, I'm marking each and every
hey,
point. Right. It's very,
you have a
it's a
for soccer, you have phenomenal athletes. Still, they are fit.
right.
Playing, and people like them need support. The coaches like them need support and build that ecosystem in place. And ISL is coming in now. That may take some
Right.
time to build, but it has gained traction over the years. Table tennis, UTT,
Similarly, yes, yes, yes,
it has gained traction. So it takes some time.
absolutely.
But people are, and
UTT has helped and gained, I think, success, a huge success. In fact, in last 3, 4 seasons, getting success and fame, for our Indian paddlers, they themselves believe the same.
and
So
government is doing so much now. Fit India movement is a master stroke. We have to
right,
use it prudently. We cannot
right.
be part of the system and just hatching eggs on it. You have to be actively involved in promoting things, just not talking theories and till the cows come home, or giving papers and other thing. Go to the ground and work on it. Identification, long-term athletic development
It will
is
not
very critical.
just gonna be work if I wrote a post on Facebook or just tweet about the
No,
same.
no, no, no.
We actually need
Rome,
to,
Rome was
right,
not built in a day.
right.
So we need to understand that people in the position should understand that it's a long haul. They need to be patient. The athletes, it has to be athlete centric. Any sport
You
has
need
to be
to
player centric.
inherit and adapt that I think
According
what
to
a government,
our government is doing everything. It is up to the people, those who are in power, to percolate that down to the players. Period. Otherwise,
absolutely.
nothing is going to happen. I cannot go as a organizing thing. I cannot go on a top class, first class flight and make the athletes suffer in a third class train.
Right. So
That's the
true.
point there. And athletes have to be, and sports person with passion and other things have to be given first priority. Winning or losing is secondary. Some may bloom early,
Absolutely.
some may bloom late. You have to give them that correct environment, correct ecosystem for them to bloom and express themselves. Otherwise, we'll be talking till the cows come home. All sort of theories, papers, and what you call inquiry commissions will happen, which will never see
Right.
a light of the day. We have seen enough inquiry commissions. So government is
So
doing
at the end
something
of the
good.
day, there is just one option that we need to support our governments the same way they are looking after our Indian
Yes,
athletes, and they have already done so
yes.
much, and they are still looking after Mr.
Government
Kiren
is giving enough
Rijiju, the
funds.
sports minister.
Is the fund
Right.
going into the right direction? That has to be seen. That's why I'm telling you, athlete centric, sportsman centric, from childhood, from 12 or 8 or something like that, long term, groom the players in every level, every slot. Then you see a top class result over 5 years, 10 years down the line. Those who have 12 and 13, 5 years down the line, they're going to peak, gradually peak in the
Right.
senior level. So that level of
Right.
patience we need. And support system. Suppose a player is injured in India, there's only two ways of doing it. We have our medical system is one of the best in the world, our medical faculty and facility. But injury management and sports medicine, except for
Right.
few doctors in India, those who have come back from US or UK or Germany or Australia, there are few, but they cannot be overloaded. We have two. One is go outside the country, operate and come back, or second is divine intervention. Pray and expect to get better. So
I
that
think this
cannot be the
is
case.
really important to understand how to manage the sports injury. Suddenly somewhere at the event, international arena, or maybe it could be anywhere. So yes, you said
Yeah.
you really,
I-
uh,
Injuries are part and parcel of any sports person's life. That is when a sportsman or a woman is mentally. I'm telling as a generic thing, sportsman, because that's when they need the best of the best support from the system
best support
with
so
the
that they
support
can
staff. With
right
the,
away back to the field or on
they
the
don't
court, so
voluntarily get
they can
injured. They don't know, but sportsmen voluntarily go and get injured. It happens. It anywhere from a fittest
absolutely
athlete. Injuries are
unknowingly,
part and parcel.
randomly it happens. Right, right.
So they need to be supported well by the system, by the government, by the association. That is one thing BCCI does to the T. Top class, top class. Any athlete, any player injured or anything, they are taken care of well. So that it starts with
We
the
have
trust
catch
there.
those actions live. Absolutely, absolutely. And
So
talking
very
about
important.
yeah, please continue.
Yeah, that is as I keep telling you, need to take a leaf out of BCCI. We are not looking at politics or anything like that. Just the system and process and protocols in place. How it is player centric. So end of the day, everybody is proud to play for the state, proud to play. I mean, proud to play for the club, their state,
Club.
their
Uh,
division, whatever, their south division or zone. India A, India B, India C, whatever it is. Then India, then IPL, one day test matches, etc. Everybody is and huge competition now there. Massive competition. See the bench strength, what we have. See the way we boys are playing. That is a transformation. That is what is required for every sport in our country. Then otherwise there is no point. Cricket is taking everything. Sorry to say that. It will take more, in fact, because the results are there to see. There this unfortunate that I had a discussion, not a discussion, I would say it's an argument with one of the coaches. He said cricket is not a Olympic sport, so only 8 countries are playing. So,
yeah.
how does it matter? Whether 8 countries or 800 countries, does it matter? It's a sport, it's a game, whatever it is. You are winning. They are bringing pride to our country. That is important. Whoever
Same way,
brings
even
pride to our
kabaddi.
country.
Yeah, I think in that way, if we're gonna look
I
after,
told
then
no,
kabaddi
I
is
told the
also not
coach.
an Olympic sport. Right.
Then I told the coach, okay, you are a part of an Olympic sport. How many athletes have you produced for the state or the nationals who broke the national record? First do that, then talk about your own sport, then other sport. Don't just come and crib. There is always negative thought around running around. Every you here and there, you hear negativity around our sports people. It cannot be done. It has to start from the coaches. You cannot be negative. So
Absolutely.
belittling one sport to another, it's not done anywhere in the world except India. They respect whether you play chess, even chess you sit down and play, but
Even
unbelievable sense of
squash, Mr.
it's an
Ramji,
amaze.
squash. Yeah, I
It's a
have
tough
Ramit
sport.
Tandon and so many other players. Saurav Ghoshal, they are good friend. And I heard
Yeah,
one
yeah,
interview of
Josh.
Ramit, and Ramit said very sadly that he's awaiting for squash. After even having so many federations, and I think the minimum requirement done, it's not yet even in the Olympics. So
Squash
he
is
want
a
to represent
very
his country in the Olympics, and kabaddi players again are awaiting for this.
yeah.
Kiren Rijiju, the sports minister, has promised to Kabaddi India Federation that working upon this and looking after the federations internationally and make this Olympic sports, make this an Olympic sport.
Yeah,
So,
you had some
so I
phenomenal
think it's not just yeah, I think it's not just cricket.
athletes
There are
and
few other sports as well which are not yet a
no,
part of Olympics.
but still, they are
Sports is
bringing
just a
laurels to our country.
sports,
You have
right?
Jyotsna Chinnappa winning so many nationals and top 10 in the world or something. And Saurav Ghoshal, as you said, Ritvik
Ace
Bhattacharya,
tennis
there
player,
is
right?
phenomenal squash players. You have to have recognition. You have to facilitate them. Not to give them
Absolutely.
one trophy and forget about it. You have to bring them into the mainstream and support them throughout and give them that support. And
I
tomorrow,
think
when they
media,
retire,
marketing, and broadcast, they all together matters. I mean, while bringing the
now
sports up and the sports personalities. Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
media and there are other sport which needs attention or whatever it is, which need the system to be cleaned up. And I don't know, I'm not going beyond that. Needs, we all
Right,
know what the thing is. So there is no bereft of talent in our country, whether it's athletics from A to
right.
Z. We have enough talent. We have enough athletes, those who have the fire under their belly to perform internationally, but they need to be given the proper system, proper support in place,
And para
proper.
sports personalities as well. We have Mansi,
Yeah, you have.
Joshi. In table tennis also, I could take so many names. And in swimming,
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of
any
swimming.
sport
So
you
we
take.
have Suyash Jadhav, Niranjan Mukund, bringing the swimming, achieving the only ever sports person to achieve a mark Olympic qualification for Tokyo, Suyash Jadhav. So yes, that's very true. Maybe in our country, so many youngsters
It'll
or
take some time.
folks.
There are, because you cannot make the
But
athletes
I
get
hope
trust.
will come up definitely, will improve and will definitely, bridge that gap, of course, in coming years, and it will just take few to improve ourselves, and we'll be on top of the
No, no, we should
world
be on
in
top of the
Olympics.
pile there. Top 10 in the world, we should have. There is no excuse for that. And every time I have been
We are
hearing this
already
for
performing well,
uh,
and soon will be.
since school, since Asian Games,
Hmm.
1982 Asian Games, we have been hearing this. India is a sleeping tiger in sport. What is, we are still sleeping.
Okay,
Why?
yeah,
And government has done something. Please, the organizer should do something about it. They have the owners. They should be accountable, held accountable for performances. Every position should be held accountable for performance, like any corporate, like IPL. Everybody is held accountable for performance. Otherwise, sacked. You know, that a lot of people may tell, okay, I know what is happening in
they
IPL.
have
We are not
their
going. We're not
performance
going
coach.
into
They have right
everything. We are not going into
performance
nitty gritty.
analyst individually. Yeah,
Everything. They have the ecosystem in place. Every team has got the ecosystem in place.
right. So
We
true.
cannot get into politics of it and see the negative side of it. Take the positives out and try to work on it and improve according to the need of individual sport. What is required for tennis may not be pertinent to soccer or basketball or a volleyball or a shuttle or a table tennis. Bring your own ecosystem. Bring the best of the minds in place. Best of the people, strength and conditioning, your physios, or you bring the professional from outside and make our boys shadow them, because they may not have that level of experience. Shadow them over a period of time, give them
I
responsibility,
think
and
in
then we should
bracket
do that.
sports,
Any sport for that matter.
right.
Any
So
sport for that matter.
because we are lacking what I have faced and experienced, you must be also aware of this. You train racket sports personalities like Sharat and Satyan. So I think we are lacking, although Sindhu and Saina has already made that possible to compete against Japanese or Chinese Taipans
Anybody,
or
top notch,
China.
top notch.
In
Yeah.
table tennis, we are yet, lacking
No, we are
competing against. So,
no. We have top. We have reached top 10 in the world,
yeah, yeah, yeah. In team wise, we have reached, but individually,
which is the
talking about
first
the
time.
ranking,
That will take
yes,
some
yes,
time
yes.
because
We
the
have
grooming system
made
has already
certain
started.
things
Satyan is
right.
coming in. Sharat Kamal is Raman is doing a good job. Now
Mohammad
Sharat Kamal
Das,
once
yeah.
Sharat Kamal once he finishes, I think I'm sure he'll start his own academy. He
Satyan
wants
breaking the ITTF series record and also whole team
fantastic.
making us proud in Asiads and Commonwealth Games as well. So that was also
Exactly.
the history, of course.
And Sharat
But
Kamal
yes,
once he
just
retires, he would start his own center. They all want to set
recently
up
he has
something.
taken a step. He has taken a big step. You must be aware of doing
Yeah, I'm
camp at his
aware of.
own club. So I
Yes,
think
and that's a beginning. Small baby steps. That's a better thing rather than taking a large step, opening a mega academy and nobody coming there. Baby steps, because that's when easy. Even if you fall, you can get up. You can do a lot of correction. There'll be a lot
Manika
of loose ends
Batra
to time.
in the history ever, the first one to conferred with Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award from table tennis.
So
So yeah, it's a proud moment for us.
where all
Mm.
they came from? They didn't come from the system. They come from their individual passion and their own coaches, their own ecosystem. So if you imagine, if you build a individual sport ecosystem in place,
Absolutely.
where we'll be. We'll be the world beaters. We can be top five in the world in any sport.
We
Any
have the
sport.
best technique in the world, I believe. Right.
Yes, we have the
So,
skill set. We are top class.
talking to us, fitness guru of India, I would definitely like to ask this question that you have you have closely worked upon these legendary cricketers, whether Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, or MS Dhoni. So I would just like to ask, I'm sure people would also like to know this, hear this out from you. Who has been the fittest among these three?
First of all, I like to uh, apologize and contradict fitness guru and other thing. Nowhere near guru status.
People say
I'm
that. Even I'm not.
uh,
It's not me only that who's saying this.
no, I'm humbled at, but nowhere near that status. Not that it's a cliched word. We keep learning every day. Okay, that is done. Whether we like it or not, we keep learning. But miles to go before I sleep. I know a little bit. There are legends in this field whom I look up to, and loads to learn. And even from now, I mean, the base SNC person who is just starting, you'll have loads to learn from them. Keep your eyes and ears open. That is one thing. Okay. And as far as these three legends are concerned, each is fit in their own way. Sachin to play for 24 years, international cricket, one of the few sports personality cutting across any sport has played that. 24, 2.5 decades really. Maybe Leander Pace can come in that. And another person, Vishwanathan Anand, in chess. See, those who are coming nearly to 3 decades of international competing internationally. Maybe Narayan Karthikeyan, more or less 22 years. But for me, every sport demands different level of fitness, different level of mindset. End
Exactly.
of the
That's
end
what
of the day,
right. That's
end
what I
of the
used
day,
to think in my mind.
it's between your
That
years how you do it. Because internationally, if you see, most of the athletes are in the same level of fitness.
right.
More 99%. What defines them is here. How do you prepare? How do you between your years? That is very critical. And coming back to Sachin, I called it the Jedi of
Sachin,
world cricket.
Virat, and
Jedi of
yeah,
world cricket,
I know
as
that.
far as me, is Sachin Tendulkar. I'm a hardcore Sachinist. It's given. And MS Dhoni is naturally a fit man, phenomenally fit. And Virat, he worked his heart out. Superb. He is a
Earlier,
very good
Virat
example.
was
Yeah,
like
before
not that
2012, I won't take the
right.
full credit of training Virat and other things. So definitely not,
Street
because I
food
was with that.
lover, and whenever
He
he's in Delhi,
is.
then
He
he
enjoys his food. He enjoys his life, and
suddenly.
very hardworking. I won't take the credit for Virat's fitness because he was there with the team when the things started to change in the initial stages. By the time I left in 2016-17, only he started. In 2012, he started to shift. That was in Sri Lanka, I remember, after IPL. And we had
Okay.
the thing to change because we want to win the Champions Trophy. So we laid a thing, it's called the shift from eating habit to everything before how we did World Cup in 2010 to
It
2011.
was a
The same,
drastic change, I think, for him to lose that all and to be in a complete different shape and looking
absolutely.
after each and every individual day, like what to have in diet and
Full credit
uh,
to Virat. Full credit to Virat. You cannot take that away.
he has
He
worked
used to be
upon
the
on his fitness and he's now
first to
fitness freak.
come. Yeah, he always used to be the first to come for fitness. Always. First to hit the ground was Virat.
Punctual.
First to hit the gym was Virat Kohli when I was there. And he always liked to do workout alone. He likes to do workout alone, initial stages and all.
Okay.
Ramji, just I wanted nobody there. So I used to spend initial that push. Then rest he took it to a different level. Full kudos to Virat Kohli. And MS Dhoni is naturally fit. Oh, you unbelievably naturally fit, and he is very smart in what he wants. He will not follow the herd mindset. Similarly, Sachin Tendulkar, or you take that era of players, Rahul Dravid or Yuvraj Singh or Bajji or Zach or Viru, Gauti, Ashish Nehra. You had 11 superstars in the team out of 50. Suresh Raina, they were there also in the, and
Right.
Ishant Sharma, Umesh Yadav, Bhunesh Kumar. All these youngsters started to up their steam in 2012 onwards. You know, so credit to each and everybody,
And
one of
right
them, and
now,
every
Jasprit, Bumrah, and KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya.
fantastic. I haven't worked with them. I haven't worked with them. I don't know. I mean, I don't know them personally, to be honest. And those
All right.
and all these boys have worked very hard. Ajinkya Rahane, and you have Rohit Sharma. All these guys
Right.
put their mind and heart into it. And it's easy for us to criticize, easy for general public to criticize or punt. Okay, he has put on so much white. He is doesn't look fit. All those
Right.
things. Hello,
I
I
think
know
being a critic is very easy, but getting known to
philosophy
it
is like
and right,
philosophy is like a potion, easy to give,
sitting at
tough
a
to take.
place and just keep criticizing
Armchair critic.
someone's hard work, it's
That
really
that is
easy. It's an
really
easy
that
job.
is that's a very easy job, and to have logic behind it is also very easy. Even
If
my own
somebody's
friend.
won, then he has won, then we some people are very proud. But if they lost at some particular point, maybe not even knowingly, then they don't left a single option to criticize them or the whole team
One thing,
sometimes.
let me tell you. One thing, let me tell you. India always like winners. Whether we're
Right,
winning in everything or not, or in our own, we immediately after win all accolades. We lose some game or something, immediately thrash them down. Why this
right.
extreme sense of mindset? Sport
This
is
is still
nobody is.
happening here, and
Of
those
course, in
mindsets
every
are not
sport,
yet changed.
and
Hockey again, right?
it has not changed. It has not changed at all. Why nobody is going to any game or any sport to lose? No, this is not there. That training is not there. He is not disciplined.
Everybody
He is not.
wants whenever the team India or any sports team is going to play internationally, they just came back winning and like bringing the medal,
See,
but
any sport
they
for
don't
that matter, Vishal, any sport for that matter, there is always up and down,
ups
their
and
peaking
downs,
time,
right, right.
and crest and trough. Any sports person anywhere in the world,
And it's very
you
natural in
cannot
sports. It's a matter
anywhere.
of winning and losing, right?
Exactly. You have to take it. You have to have mature enough to take that. Give out the best, and
Absolutely.
you cannot keep on winning unless and until you are the only player to win, play,
Otherwise,
or
the guy
only
will
sports.
themselves lose their confidence and they will get themselves underestimate that, oh my God, I just lost. I couldn't able to win next time also. Such kind of
That
mindsets. But those who are
that
good, I think,
No, whatever it is, whether they're winning or losing, you need to have a support system in place. That is why good
right,
building a good ecosystem. You will never know. Today, the kid may be losing all the matches in under 17 or under 19. By the time they hit 20, 21, they may be peaking. If you're not encouraging the kid to play the sport or be in the sport, you're killing on talent. Easy for us to pass judgment. Give child the time to mature and grow, and give them all the necessary what do you call things in place. Well, I'm not able to get the right word. Give them all the necessary faculty facilities.
right, right,
Give them a
right.
chance. Give every kid a chance. You will never know who will come tomorrow. Uh, in India, another thing, if somebody
The
wins, you will have
necessities should get fulfilled, right?
and if some kids win today or tomorrow by sheer hard work, and you'll have 100 people milling around him or her, telling, I coached that kid for 2 days.
Absolutely.
In
Yes,
then
exactly. Even
that
for
is
8 hours.
only.
Right.
Come on, yeah. That is Indian logic. 2 days
Right,
when they
right.
were in the need, they came to me for 2 days. That changed the mindset. Who's to refer on that? Everybody wants a piece of that cake and to build business on that. That's how it is going now.
This has been
Everybody
happening
wants to
since
be.
long in India. Right.
Everybody wants a good vitamin
So,
M. Vitamin M is money. Everybody wants to
right.
make rake in money without happily sitting, criticizing, and put your
So true.
head at the block. Whether it's my profession or coaches, anybody for that matter, they
So,
have to do it.
we are coming near to the end of the show, so we has just a very short period of time. And before that, I would like to, let you tell us about your recent associations, like Rohit Sharma's academies. So please, please tell our audience about that.
The this is signed up recently, but still not official. I mean, it's official, but still not
Right,
gone
right.
public about it. And
It's
I'm
not
very
official yet,
honored.
right?
Yeah, I'm honored to be part of the system because they are very professional people and spot on in their professionalism. And I'm also tied up with El Balaji's bowling cricket academy. We had
Okay.
a fast bowlers clinic for 3 days last week. It was a huge success. It was that's quietly we did. We don't want to put everything on social media and have 1 million likes and earn money out of it. We are not keen on that. None of us are keen on that. So Rohit Sharma Academy, uh, it will be a. I'm trying to bring in some of the unique system of training protocols and systems in place for the first time. Yeah, I would like to put my head on the block as far as those things are concerned because it's a big name, big man involved, hitman involved. He's an amazing cricketer. No, everybody knows, and he's an amazing human being also. Superb
True.
person and superb character, and yeah, I'm trying to
That's
do my
really
best.
wonderful to hear out. I hope and I give my best wishes to you on this association. I'm sure you will nurture one of the best talents, and they'll be definitely very happy and they're lucky to have you. In fact, I would say, as a
Yes,
Sensi
thank you so
trainer.
much.
And coming closer to the end of the show, I would also like to ask you to give some particular tips or message out to the young generation because it's not only for those who are actively professional but also for those who are just at home, maybe like me, who are at home for last 1.5 years, not able to play actively any sport or go to the gym, even because people sometimes believe that those who only go to the gyms are only fit. So I would like you
No,
to please speak something about this and give some tips because it's
no,
you, it's
no,
Ramji Srinivasan. How can we leave you
no, no,
without
no, no,
asking
no,
some
no,
tips?
no. Tips. Oh my God. No, 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 no. I'm not.
Some secret tips.
There
Yeah,
is no secret for success. The thing is, I'm a hardcore believer. Everybody may not believe. I'm a hardcore believer to put your head on the block and think out of the box. That is one thing we did during COVID and kept most of our athletes supremely fit during the COVID time, during the lock-in times.
I know that.
Kudos,
I'm very well versed with that. Right.
kudos to all our kudos to my full team. I had to be very. I'm very proud of them. You know, everybody plowed in and thought out of the box. What should be done for different sport? We are dealing with 6 sport at that point of time. Whole day we used to have sessions. For
I
different
know, I
sport,
know.
different timings,
They
and
were consistent in their fitness training, and that's why they
yeah,
were able to be even happy being at home. I know this.
and
Yeah.
also the transfer from indoor to outdoor. It was very smooth transition because we are tied up with quite a number. We are tied up with a couple of academies and quite a lot of cricketers from US. We are doing online.
Oh,
Quite a lot, yeah, quite a lot of
right.
them. And we are our timing changes, so it has to be either early in the morning or late in the night. So it was very tough,
And soon
and
you will
kudos to
also
the boys.
train somebody who is just young, dynamic, and he stays in Delhi, and and
It's
he's
you.
very big fan of you. Yeah. Somebody who is very big fan of you, and he would be very happy to get
Thank you.
associate to train
You.
to know some secrets and tips. But definitely, he's a hard worker. He don't believe in the short path of being I mean a good fitness freak or being like Ramji Srinivasan, but of course
You
not.
can.
Uh,
You're most welcome down under. Down under is
Thank you
a
so
south.
much. Right.
Can be most
Yeah, yeah, I would
welcome.
love to come and see your center face to face and hope to meet you also, after this situation get little bit more stabilized.
Sure,
Of
sure.
course, we'll meet for sure. And now we are almost near to the end of the show. So I would like to thank you, from core of my heart and on behalf of my whole Transcontinental Times team, Mr. Ramji Srinivasan, to join us on our show today evening. And I hope to have you on the show very soon again because it was
Thank you.
really knowledgeable. I gain a lot of knowledge and I got to know a lot of things from you today. And it was a wonderful discussion. I hope you also enjoyed the same with me.
Yeah, yeah,
And
oh, yeah. Absolutely, always,
it's a
Vishal, and
pleasure to
pleasure
hear
being here.
to
And thank you for having me.
you're
Uh, I'm,
welcome.
I'm
It's
very
been
happy about it.
a
Thank you.
long time since I, dreamed of this day to have a discussion live with you. I'm sure folks who
No,
are going
there
to
are
watch this
legends in
later
this
on
space.
will also be happy, of
No, there
course.
are
And you,
some
for me, you are
fantastic.
definitely a fitness guru,
No,
and you're
I'm
gonna
telling
be.
you. No, thank you. And you should bring in some fantastic. I'll put you on to some fantastic SNC people based out of India, and you should
Right.
give them exposure. There are a lot of them.
Definitely.
Physios,
We'll try our best.
SNC,
A
biomechanics,
huge
etc.
respect to the whole